You guys, we need to talk about Taylor Swift, because the internet is absolutely losing it right now. Her new album just dropped, and I'm not even exaggerating when I say this might be the most divided her fanbase has ever been. Like, we're talking full-on civil war in the Swiftie community. Some people are saying it's classic Taylor, others are calling it her worst work yet, and then there's a whole group of fans who are literally conditioning themselves to like it. I wish I was joking about that last part, but we'll get into it. So buckle up, because we're diving into all the drama, all the opinions, and all the chaos surrounding the life of a showgirl. Taylor Swift's The Life of a Showgirl is officially out. And let me just say, the reactions have been wild. Like, every possible take is circulating online right now. And honestly, it's kind of fascinating to see how split people are on this one. We're seeing hardcore fans defending it to the ends of the earth. Some fans still trying to figure out how they feel. Critics absolutely being brutal. And people even mocking Swifties for not loving it immediately. So we're going to break down all the different reactions, and we've got to talk about Charlie Puth too, because he's seemingly defending Taylor in some of this. But one of the biggest defenses of this album is people are saying that the lyrics are true to Taylor and the past albums that she's had. Some of the songs on this album are equivalent to songs like Stay, Stay, Stay. A lot of people have been saying that the fans who joined the fandom during the Folklore, Evermore, Midnight's era need to remember this is the same girl who wrote Lover and that she's had cringy lyrics before, and this isn't anything new. People are literally going back and pointing out songs like Shake It Off, We Are Never Getting Back Together, and even lines like Karma is a cat purring in my lap 'cause it loves me from Midnights. They're asking, are these songs only palatable to you because they were performed at the Eras tour? The argument is basically that Taylor has always had this playful, fun side mixed in with her deeper stuff. And the OG Swifties are really coming through with this defense. Comments are flooding in saying things like, this is happy, heartfelt Taylor, it feels very Lover to me. These people are standing firm, saying if she released songs like Look What You Made Me Do or Cruel Summer now, people would call them bad songs too. The longtime fans feel like the newer fans just don't understand Taylor's full range as an artist. But then there are fans who have gotten online and said that they love her. But this album just wasn't it. One fan said, as a Taylor Swift fan, I literally have her August lyrics tattooed on my arm. This album is not good. But it's more than not good. The marketing was completely off. She is not meeting the moment right now. People also said there is no way the woman who wrote Folklore wrote these lyrics. Some argued that they were confused by the album because they felt it was going to have this whole showgirl theme based on the title and promo photos, but it didn't live up to those vibes. One person said, tell me why I thought we were going to get pop perfection from this album and instead we just get mid-tempo mediocrity. The very little branding we got leading up to the release was possibly a little misleading because people thought it was going to be flashy and Vegas-like, but everything just sounds the same. People are saying they might like Actually Romantic, but everything else is a skip. The disconnect between what was marketed and what was delivered seems to be a major point of frustration. Now, there have been a lot of fans saying that the songs need time to marinate. That when it comes to her music, you need to give it some time before you can really get the concept and love the songs. But others have been making fun of those saying this online. One viral TikTok said, my favorite thing about this discourse is the Taylor Swift fans that don't know what to do with themselves because they don't like it. Like they feel like they're sinning. I keep seeing videos of girls being like, okay, maybe on my 5th listen in the car I'll like the album. Maybe if I go on Genius and memorize all the lyrics, then I'll like it. Baby, that's not letting an album marinate, that's a commitment that's concerning. That's giving Stockholm Syndrome, and then there are the ones that are like pretending to like it. They'll be mouthing the words with the song playing and the caption will be something like, y'all just don't get it. This is the best thing my ears have ever heard. And people are listening to the sound over and over on TikTok and they're like, girl, that shit's so ass. There's even satirical videos going around where someone says, the album actually is good. If you haven't been enjoying it, I have some techniques. The first technique is just basic Pavlovian conditioning. I've started eating cake whenever I listen to the album because I love cake. That way my brain associates positive feelings with the album. It's become this whole thing where fans are being called out for forcing themselves to enjoy something. There's just so much being said with fans defending it, and fans who don't love it getting called out as being fake fans. Then there's discussions about how some of the songs sound like other artists' songs. And with this conversation going around so much, it seems Charlie Puth was trying to come to Taylor's defense. He posted a video saying, lately there's been a lot of discussion about when two songs have similar melodies. There's only 12 notes in a scale. So when you're writing a new song, there are bound to be similarities to an older song. He explained the 4-note threshold and how sometimes artists will accidentally interpolate each other and it's almost never done maliciously. He said we have to really stop demonizing this when it happens. Interpolations and sampling have been going on for a really long time, and some great music has come about because of it. Taylor did shout out Charlie on her last album, saying, "We declared Charlie Puth should be a bigger artist." Fans wondered if he was defending Taylor. But then people brought up the whole Olivia Rodrigo situation, where Olivia had to give Taylor credit on Deja Vu due to similarities with Cruel Summer. Olivia had said in an interview that she loved Cruel Summer and wanted to do something similar with the yelly vocals. That statement apparently got her into the credit situation. But now people are saying Taylor's doing the same thing with other artists, and it's been a whole debate. People are like, isn't that what Olivia did with Taylor? But I guess Taylor's not openly saying she tried to make it sound like another song, so she didn't out herself. I don't know, you guys. It's a mess. Other conversations have been people trying to decode who the songs are actually about. When it comes to father figure, people think maybe it's about her masters being sold, interpreted as a metaphor for betrayal by Scott Borchetta, who was supposed to protect her. There's also speculation that Cancelled is about Blake Lively, and that they're actually still friends. People noted that it looked like Taylor was wearing some of Blake's custom jewelry in the photo shoot. But there's also rumors that Cancelled is about Sophie Turner. People are talking about the timing and lyrics that seem to mirror what Sophie went through during her divorce from Joe Jonas. Lines like, "Did they catch you having far too much fun?" remind people of how Sophie was unfairly portrayed in the media as a party girl, while Joe's image stayed clean. Others pointed out that the song is spelled with 2 L's, the British spelling, which could be a nod to Sophie being from the UK. Taylor let Sophie stay at her apartment in New York City during the divorce, so that's kind of why people are thinking about that. As for some other songs, people are thinking she might be throwing shade at Travis Kelce's ex, which some have called unnecessary. I mean, there's just been so much said post-album release. A lot of thoughts, a lot of opinions, and people feeling like Taylor's been given too much credit over the years. Taylor has seemingly given her thoughts, though, not letting the opinions get her down as she talked to Zane Lowe in an interview. He asked her, "How do you absorb all of that in the days that follow? Because we're talking a few days after the album came out." Taylor responded, "I welcome the chaos. The rule of show business is if it's the first week of my album release and you are saying either my name or my album title, you're helping. I have a lot of respect for people's subjective opinions on art. I'm not the art police. Everybody is allowed to feel exactly how they want. What our goal is as entertainers is to be a mirror. What you're going through in your life is going to affect whether you relate to the music I'm putting out at any given moment." She went on to say, "What I often love seeing my fans say is, I used to not relate to Reputation, and now that I've been through some things, that's my favorite album. Or, I used to be a fearless girly, now I'm obsessed with Evermore. We're doing this thing for keeps. I have such an eye on legacy when I'm making my music. I know what I made, I know I adore it, and on the theme of what the showgirl is, all of this is part of it." So that's what she had to say. At this point in her career, she's not shrinking herself to fit anyone's expectations. Whether people love it, hate it, or are still figuring it out, she's made clear that the life of a showgirl was something she made for herself, and that she's proud of it. Love it or hate it, she's just happy people are talking about it and streaming it. So there you have it, guys. Taylor Swift's The Life of a Showgirl is officially out in the world, and the internet cannot decide how to feel about it. Whether you're team This Is Classic Taylor or team This Ain't It, one thing's for sure, she's got everyone talking, and honestly, that might be exactly what she wanted. Anyway, guys, let me know what you think. Do you love the album, hate it, or are you still trying to figure it out? And more importantly, who do you think these songs are actually about? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and send this to a friend who's been following the Taylor drama as hard as we have. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!